Alright, guys, let's get this show on the road.
You're
Alright, week 13. We be procrastinating, but here we are. Somehow we got a mirror here too. We really need to clutch up and get a new camera because this GoPro is literally dying on me. Let's see if we can get through this. This thing charging? It's not even charging. Hold on. Alright, it's charging. Can it charge while recording? I don't think so, but let's see if this turns off in a sec. Alright, we're still rolling somehow. Let's get this going. A little inverted angle. Y'all see my hair. It's about to turn into dread soon if I don't take care of it. Got the little lighty light. And yeah, so pretty much to this week 13, I just want to highlight on the importance of setting small goals to achieve them. But also going to bigger goals. I was kind of just procrastinating right now. And this is kind of one of the things I'm doing to kind of break out of my slump real quick. And it's really important to set one goal. So one thing I'm trying to do now to be more productive, not just focusing on sleep, but also realizing that just setting one high priority thing a day to do and completing that thing, that's so huge. If you can complete one thing a day, that's 365 things a day you complete. And often when you complete one thing, you complete more than one thing. It's just, what is the one thing you need to do that day? Doesn't even matter what it is. It could be, ideally it's decent sized. Ideally it's not something like brush your teeth, but sometimes it is. You know what I mean? For example, maybe it's submit this specific assignment, or maybe it's talk to this person and write down these notes from this lecture. Completing that one high priority task, and that's sometimes the most important things. Figuring out what that one thing a day is. Sometimes that's just praying and tapping in with God, reading your Bible. Figuring out what that one thing a day is. Sometimes completing that pitch deck that you need to create. Kind of talking to myself here, but that one thing a day that you really need to do, I think that's key. And then that will just compound over time. The key is learning that while each day is super duper important, it's your life that's important, and more than that, just like who you are. But that is made by the actions I've made my whole life. The things I did 10 years ago still matter now. Now, yeah, it's not 10 years ago now, it's 2023. But what I'm doing today will affect tomorrow and will affect 1 week from now. So spending on a little bit of a longer term mindset and realizing that while everything here in the grand scheme of things, when you look at like heaven, hell, spirituality is like temporary, it's still like doesn't mean that we can't strive to be our best here. It's just making sure it doesn't overtake you. And I think a good way for that is, this is going into a different conversation of like, what's your purpose, what's your meaning, to like glorify God, right? But kind of getting to that point of glorifying God, right? Completing one thing a day. That could be, now I think of for God, or something, doing one thing a day that gets you closer to God. And my key is I want to highlight the importance of one. One thing is one thing. So it's the main thing you should be focused on. By the time you go to sleep at night, you should have completed that one thing. And that'll give you confidence. It builds rapport with yourself. It builds confidence that you can complete something, that you can do something. And sometimes, this is something I'm struggling with. I have too many things on my mind. I want to complete 8 things in that one day. Well, that's great, and I hope I do complete all 8 of them. But what's the one thing we need to complete that day? It's starting to set priorities, and once you can get good at that, you can start moving. Okay, what are the 2 things we're going to complete today? What are the 3 things? So I need to start building that rapport with myself. And that's something I'm going through right now. I'm building my pitch deck for my fitness school. And it's like, okay, I have a school assignment. I have that. I'm going to read my Bible, go to a connection group, do some other things. It's like, what's the one thing I need to do that day? And it's sometimes hard to pick. I think if you can narrow that down and really figure out where your priorities are at, that's huge. And once you pick that one thing, hammer it out, get it done. And then move on. And then anything else you do that day is extra. It's cool. It's like, dang, like let's see how much more I can do. Having that one high priority thing a day that you do, I think is huge. And the rule of one is kind of what I'm going to be living by. One God. All you need is one partner. I was going to create a whole movement called Operation One at one time. It's so crazy how I go through these phases of ideas and projects. Operation One's how you only need one of everything, pretty much. You only need to set one goal a day and complete that one goal, and over time, it's like the law of compounding, like interest almost, or just the law of compounding. I was going to say compound nation, but that doesn't make sense. Just the law of compounding is huge. So yeah, man, just like whatever that one thing is in the day, figure out what that is for you and get it done. So a little bit of a shorter video this week. Hope this one video can change your life. One day we can look back at it. I need to stop with these ones, but we're in a onesie. No, I'm just kidding. You have one life, one father, one mother. Never mind. I'm just saying stuff. But have a good one, guys. And yeah, look at that lighting. And I'll see y'all another time.